In this video, we're going to be unboxing one of Velotric's first bikes to the market, the Velotric Discover 1. Let's go ahead and check it out. Hey, this is Nelson with the E-Ryders channel. Thanks for joining us again. Today we're going to be unboxing that Velotric Discover 1. I want to give a shout out to Velotric. They've sent us out a couple bikes, the Nomad and the Discover. We're going to be unboxing the Discover, so thanks to them for sending this out to us for testing and review. And without further ado, let's look at inside the box. As usual, you got the styrofoam sheet, styrofoam blocks. You got some cable ties. Usually we take out the front tire, but we're just going to pull it out of the box. It's a little lighter than most fat tire e-bikes. Okay, well there you go. That's what it looks like out of the box. Let's check out the accessories and tools. And right on top, looks like we have the manual and a quick guide. So if you need any help putting the bike together, most e-bikes, especially this Discover 1, it's like 90-95% already put together, so it's pretty easy, not very many parts. Here you have an adjustable kickstand, and here's a little bag or a little pouch full of what feels like the tools, the wrenches, Allen wrenches and screwdriver. Here are the pedals, left and right. Here's a little cable keeper. Keep the cables nice and tight if you need one. Here's the charger to charge the battery. And here is the quick release skewer. This goes right through the front axle. We're missing one of the little springs, but it's right there. Just fell off, that's all. Put that spring back in there. There we go. Put that off to the side. You got some reflectors. We got the display. We have the headlight and the screws for the headlight. And we have the bell, which attaches to the handlebar. Alright, let's go ahead and take that front tire off. Now the fender is also attached to it, so take the fender off first. And like I said, it's usually easier to take if you can get the front tire off, or when it, from inside the box. It makes it a lot easier to pull the whole bike out. But we got it out all together. Alright, now you have a better look at the bike all wrapped up. And there it is with no more wrapping. Really nice color, beautiful. I think it's a beautiful color yellow. They call it mango. I'm going to remove the battery here so we can charge it up while we're putting the bike together. There's some black styrofoam blocks. And first thing to do is remove the handlebar stem bracket, so we can put the handlebars on. Alright, put the handlebar on. Now we're just going to put it on loosely. We'll tighten it later when we get the front tire on, so that way we can adjust it to our desired level and height. So we'll put those screws back in there, just like I said, just enough to where the handlebars stay firm, and then we'll adjust it later and tighten it up. Or you can use the white crosshairs that's provided on the handlebar and the stem. And here's the front quick release skewer. You put it right through the axle, and then take the other nut and just kind of put it on loosely right at the edge. Don't put it on too tight, just a few threads. Take off the protective piece at the bottom of the forks. Don't forget to take out that insert between the brake pads. And line everything up between the brake pads and right on top of the skewer. And there you go. Tighten up those bolts on either end. Alright, next is the adjustable kickstand. We like to put this on right away. That way we can get the bike to stay up on its own while I put the rest of the parts on the bike. And it's just 2 screws. Real easy. Speaking of screws, this bike not just is a beautiful yellow, but all the screws are black. Everything matches the black and yellow theme. Even the front forks, all black and yellow. I mean, all of those screws are black. I love how little attention to detail like that really sets this bike apart. I think Velotric did really good at doing that. Alright, so we're just making final adjustments on handlebars and alignment. Now that we got it where we need it, we'll tighten up the screws on the side of the stem. Alright, now for the headlight, luckily there's just a couple of little screws to put in on the bridge of the forks. As you can see, 2 little screws, holes in the back. Alright, next is for the fender. So there's a single hole right down below where you screwed in the headlight. Feed the screw through, and attach a little bracket from the fender right on through it, and then put the nut on the back. Raise up the fender off the tire, that way it's not touching, and just tighten it down. Alright, now for the fender stays, which are the attachments on each end of the bottom of the suspension fork. Remove the screw. Line up the fender stay, and then you just screw it back in. That'll keep the back end of your fender off the tire and keep it sturdy from bouncing. The other side, same thing. Alright, time to plug in the headlight and just match everything. It's color coded, so red to red, line up the arrows, just push and just twist that little cap. The headlight's the only one that has the little twisty threaded cap. You might see a little red on the wire, but that's okay. It's all the way in. Don't don't mind that little red that you still see. Here is the display we're going to put on. Let's put it around the handlebars on each side of the stem. A couple screws. One right there, and the second one on the opposite end. Alright, and you just tighten those down. Perfect. Like I said, the cables and wires are color coded. And match the blue with the blue, and that's a push in. Don't twist it or anything like that, because you might bend the pins that are in there. Very delicate. So again, line it up with the arrows and push. There you go. All set. Your display's plugged in. Now we're going to put on the pedals. That's the right side, and that is clockwise. Tighten it up. The left side, again, the pedals are labeled. And the left side is counterclockwise. And tighten that one up. Alright, I put the bell on. It's a simple Phillips screwdriver. Don't forget to put air in your tires. Also, let's put the battery back in. There's a battery indicator light, and here's a plug-in, so you can charge your battery while the battery's in the bike. You don't always have to take the battery out. And you start at the bottom. That way, the top lines up perfectly, and you just push it in. It'll click in and it'll stay in. It's pretty solid. It's perfect. If you ever need to take the battery out, you'll need the keys, because the keys will go in the keyhole to release the battery. Alright, time to start it up. Check out the display. Alright, everything powers up fine. Real nice, big, bright display, full battery. We're good for riding. Alright, so that is the Discover 1 from Velotric, all put together. This is a wide tire bike. It's not a fat tire, but it's a wide tire. It's one of Velotric's first bikes that they launched. The fat tire Nomad one is the newer model they released. And you can check that out in one of my other videos. But right now, let's go ahead and check out the Velotric Discover 1 on their website. So here's a quick view of the Velotric Discover 1 on the Velotric website. As you can see, it's currently going for $1,199. I believe it is their Black Friday sale. So you're basically saving $700, and that price will go up shortly. So if you're looking for, you know, an all-around great bike at that price, the Discover 1 is definitely that right now with the sale. But yeah, also look at the bottom of the description of this video to see if there's any other discounts or coupon codes that might save you in the future. The Velotric Discover 1 has a couple of different models. You have the step through or the high step. You also have a lot of colors to choose from, as you can see. Now you may have noticed that the tires that we unboxed today have a brown ring around the tires. I believe those are the tires that will be coming in the models that are delivered. This might be an older picture where it's all black. I'm not quite 100% sure on that, but I believe that the bikes that are being shipped, you know, are exactly like the one that we unboxed and assembled today, as far as the tires are concerned. But overall, they're wide tires. They're not the standard, you know, narrow, you know, road tires. So you're getting a nice cruiser style tire with lots of surface, gripping area. Beautiful soft ride, loved it. Again, check out the review video for this bike and also the Nomad one. And this is Nelson. Thanks for watching. We'll check you later.